Hey everybody, it is late at night and I am Norman. I was recently watching a WatchCrunch video on YouTube and it was about a potential PRX killer. And when I saw the watch that he was talking about, I was pretty excited because I do like that aesthetic. I mean, the PRX is so ubiquitous. It's almost weird talking about it. They're just everywhere. But I love the kind of 80s synth-wavy look of them. It's just the price and that date window. I just can't. I mean, if they didn't have a date, I feel like I might own a smaller size PRX. I just can't do the date. I actually don't have a huge beef with the silicone hairspring on them. It's just the date, really. So I'm always interested to see other watches that have that aesthetic. And I know I just said that I can't do date windows, so it's kind of interesting that I do own a Silver Wave, which is a day date, and it kind of has that similar aesthetic, sort of. And I actually love this watch. But day dates are a little bit different for me. I feel like they look like more of a design element than just a date does. And look at how subtle this one is. And it was inexpensive. So the watch that was being discussed in the WatchCrunch video was actually a Citizen watch. And that was partly why I was kind of excited, because I own an older Citizen, this guy right here. And again, this kind of has a similar aesthetic to it. And this one is a no date. So maybe this is a PRX killer. So the piece that was in the video had a sub-seconds on it with no date. That's pretty cool. However, as the video went on, there's some serious problems with these pieces. So the watches that he was talking about is the Citizen Soyosa. And they look pretty cool. Most of the pieces have date windows on them and cyclopses over the dates. Unfortunately, if you're looking for a sub-seconds version, you're limited to 3 different colorways. A blue, a green, and a black. However, the black does not ship on a bracelet. They claim that the strap can be easily interchanged, but I don't see any bracelets for sale on their website. I see other colors of leather straps, but no bracelets. And this isn't the first time I've been confused at a company's choice on colorways. I just don't understand why you wouldn't release your pieces in the core colorways. Black, silver. A vast majority of people are going to be going for those, and it's so weird. It's weird that Citizen has a black dial one, but they don't offer it on a bracelet like the other ones. Why wouldn't you offer a black dial on the bracelet and on the strap? Because that is going to be one of your big selling colorways. They have a white dial variant with the date, but they don't have any silver dials that I could see. I feel like that's another place where they've dropped the ball. Plus, the sub-seconds is kind of cool, but they're done in a totally different color from the dial. I feel like it would have been cool to have a more subtle sub-seconds on some of the pieces, or eliminate it altogether. Go with a nice minimal variant, even a two-hander. So no date, no sub-seconds, maybe a center seconds, or make it 2 hands, just nice and minimal. Why not give people the options? The second issue with these watches is apparently they're really thick, which kind of flies in the face of this aesthetic. The thinness of it, that cool 80s shape, that's all part of the look that makes the PRX so successful. It's a slim watch, it has the late 70s, 80s look to it, and these watches are just kind of chunky from what I can see. And I believe it was mentioned in the WatchCrunch video as well. The third problem with these watches is the bracelets. I believe that they don't taper much, if at all. They may just be straight bracelets, and that again kind of violates the whole aesthetic that they're going for of that sort of 80s synthwavy thing I mean, you've got to have a tapered bracelet if you're going for that look. You just do, or it's going to look strange. And this watch is a little bit different aesthetic that it's going for, but look at the taper on the F77. That is proper. And it's fitting for the look, the aesthetic that they're going for, which is kind of similar to the PRX, but different. So unfortunately, by the time I was done watching that video, I was sad. I feel like these Citizen pieces just really aren't an answer to the PRX, unfortunately. And they're kind of spendy. Their price range really isn't that much lower than the PRX, so yeah. But since I'm a fan of this aesthetic, it's still cool seeing a brand put something like this out. Thanks for watching.